Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today I'm back with another video in my Copycat DIY flower series. And today we are making poppies, and I will say I am not an expert. There's a lot of ways to do these, and I had never made a poppy before, but these are for Miss Linda because she asked me specifically if I would do a poppy in remembrance for our military. And so I did the best I could. Now, I did grow poppies this year, and I'll put mine up on the screen. But mine was pink and white, and it was beautiful. But I have grown the red, yellow, and orange ones before. But they don't tend to come back here. I don't know why. But anyways, these are really simple. I went and bought this streamer, crepe paper, or whatever you want to call it, to do them because I did one with paper to begin with, and I felt like it was too thick because poppies are like almost see-through with their petals, and like they're all crinkly, and if you look at the crepe paper, it already has that, so I like that. It does away with a lot of the harder work. This was my very first one that I created, and as you can see, it's a little bit wild. I started out with a bead for the center, and it's just really big. And after I glued everything together, I've been cutting them down, and then just gluing a little scallop on the bottom just so it'll give you something to glue to whatever you want to put it on, a page or a card or a, decor project or whatever, a tray. But yeah, so this one's cardstock, this one's the crepe paper, and you can see they're not super thick, so you could actually use them on a page. So I'm just going to show y'all how I did the crepe paper one. With the cardstock one, I literally just did the same way I'm going to do that. I cut out my petals. I freehand all the petals. And then I just folded them, kind of accordion fold them, and then I crunched them together, top and bottom, so that it would just give that effect, more of a ruffled effect. Okay. So pretty much to start out, you're just going to take and poppies have anywhere from 4 to 8 petals. So you're just going to tear you off some paper. I'll just tear off enough so that I can do a bunch of them at once. I can cut out a bunch at once. And if I use scissors, it would probably work out a little bit better for me. But who wants to do that and take all the fun out of being rough with it? Okay, so then I'm pretty much just going to try to line them all up. And I've been cutting this way, but since the grain's going that way, I think I'm going to cut these the other opposite way. And like I said, because I'm not an expert, I'm still learning as I go too, and making it work. So I am just going to freehand the petals, and when I get up here at the edge, I like to just move my scissors back and forth a little bit so that it's not like a perfect flat edge, because if you saw a poppy, they're not a perfect flat edge. Okay, I probably could have got 2 out of each one of those, but that's okay. So, there's a gnat. Okay. So now we have all of our petals. even know how many I made. 6. Okay, that'll work out good. Okay, so then I'm just taking black crepe paper and I'm going to make the center ball. This one you can see a little bit better. But literally I'm just going to pull off a piece and then I'm just going to start rolling it up into a ball. And then I want to make this like really tight so that it will hold together. And once again, I'm using my hot glue gun to put all these together. If you use hot glue, be careful. You could probably use some tacky glue. You just might have to hold it a little bit longer to get that hold. So I'm just going to keep rolling and turning it into a ball that's hopefully somewhat evenly, you know, so that you don't have a lopsided ball for the center. Okay, so now I have that. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see. So now I have my ball for my center, and it pretty much stays together if you really pack it in tight. So then to create the center of the poppy, how it always has that kind of crosshatch design. Sorry, my air is kicking on. I'm just going to take a white pen and just draw the design on in white so that it will show up on this black. And it ain't got to be perfect. Okay. And then once this is drawn on, I don't know if y'all can see that. Pretty much you're just drawing kind of like a little starburst pattern. So then I took my like lime green Sharpie and I'm just going to draw over the white lines that I made so that it's green, because on the center of a poppy it's black with little green crosshatch type pattern in it. So now lots of other ways that you could do this. You know, you could probably use washi tape if you had really thin washi tape, or I don't know, little pieces of tape and wrap it around it and color it, or use that color, or there's lots of other ways. I'm sure you could do this, but I feel like this is the easiest way because you already have it done with your pattern, your color, and all that. Okay, so then to make the center part, I am just going to take a piece of the black and then I'm just going to glue it in half, and I've just been using my regular glue for this because it's not like anything fancy or anything. And I'm just folding it in half and smashing it down. So now if you had like the, what do you call them, fringe scissors, some fringe scissors, blah blah blah, some fringe scissors, I'll get it out in a second. This would be really fast, easy work, you know, to fringe it up. But I just take my scissors, I just go in, I cut about 3/4 of the way down, and try to make it as skinny as I can. But if it's, you know, not perfectly spaced or one's fatter than the other, it's okay. Each flower is unique. They're not all perfect in symmetry and all that stuff in nature. That's what makes them unique. And I always say that every time I make a flower video, because each flower is unique in nature, just like people, and that's what makes us love each other, because we are all so different. If everyone was the same, we would be very boring. Okay. And I might not even need it this long. So, okay. So now all that's done. So now I'm going to pull this up and I'm just going to put a little dot of glue on it to start on the near the bottom or side or whatever you want to call it. You want to keep your pattern up on the top and try to somewhat keep it centered. It don't have to be perfect. But then I just add a little bit of glue going around. And I'm just going to roll this on, trying to get it kind of tight. Or you could even put some glue on this. Hopefully I'm in frame for all of this stuff. And then roll it on real fast before your glue dries. Just make sure you keep your top open and don't glue the thing to it so that you can still see the pattern. And this one is like all jacked up. But that's okay, because it's fine. Okay, I'm just going to tear that off because that's a lot already. Okay, let's see if I can get the glue off my fingers so I can use them. Okay, so then pretty much, you know, you're just going to fluff it back out off of it some, and that gives you your center. So now, pretty much we've created the center of our poppy. Okay, so then each petal is pretty much you're just going to glue and build on it. So what I like to do is just add a little bit of glue right here on the edge of the petal, and then I go back in and just stick it to the side, and then I like to go and squish it just a little bit like this so that it bends it back. And then you're just going to go all the way around and continue doing it. I'm just going to stick some glue on this one this time instead of on the petal. Okay. And then I'm overlapping it just a tiny hair. And if you kind of squish them in together in the middle like this, it helps draw them and pull it back some. I'm going to add just a little bit of glue right there so it'll hold the petal over. And you can just fiddle with it and shape it a little bit. But I'll do the next one. And they ain't going to be perfect. They ain't going to be evenly spaced or anything like that. I mean, you can kind of see where, you know, you need to fill in or whatever. I got little glue strings all over me. Everything's starting to stick to me. Okay. Do the next one. I tend to find that around 5 petals is like the magic number. Ow, 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 ow. All right. And you have your poppy completed. All right. So I like to just be able to press in on this and then just kind of smush it all down around and make sure everything's good to go down there. Okay, so then I've been going back just so that it's a lower profile and then just cutting into this to cut it off. And you can like re-smush all your stuff back together afterwards. to reshape it. Okay. So then, like I said, I've just been taking this little thing and just using scraps, whatever color, it don't really matter. You're not going to see it. And punching it out and then just gluing it to it to give you a base to be able to glue more easily to your page. Okay. Okay, let me refluff it. Hold it down just a second to get it. Alright, and you have your poppy. If you can see the green on it really good, but yeah, so you have a low profile flower that you could put on a layout or a card or a different type of project. I hope you enjoy these, Miss Linda, and try to recreate them. I would love to see what you do. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm getting so close to 500 subscribers, and I'm going to do a giveaway. Trying to think of what else. I think that's all. If you have more suggestions for flowers you would like to see me recreate, feel free to comment on below. I have one more thing of flowers that I'm planning on doing as of right now for the series, and then I planned on ending it. So if y'all have them, I'll keep going. I mean, as long as you want to see, I'll see what I can come up with. So, hope y'all enjoy. Tag me if you make these, and until next time, bye y'all.